students, to be honest. And that is why some of the students choose the double degree option. Now they say, I have another semester abroad, I can gain some additional experience and then go for this. Where study semester abroad, I'm not really sure how many partner universities we have. It should be a little bit more than 100. We offer for our students the option to go to a Spanish-speaking country. You see Latin America here with the partner universities, and you see Spain here, and Portugal, Lisbon, that's good. They talk Portuguese. I speak Portuguese, not Spanish, but this is an example for our Spanish-speaking world where we send students to. And we look for high-ranked universities for an exchange of students. Here an example for the Spanish-speaking world, for the French-speaking world, which seems to be pretty interesting for our students, not only because of France, but because of Nouvelle-Calédonie and all these former French colonies where we have partner universities, for example, in La Réunion or Martinique, and the students are very keen on going there. We have only a few places there, but as you know from Indonesia, beautiful landscape, beach, seasides and things like that, so many students try to go there. But again, we look for top-ranked universities, about 22 partner universities in France, and obviously China, which is a regional focus as well. We closely work together with USST, Shanghai, and Xiamen and Xi'an. These are the three main partner universities we work together and where we send students to. Due to the problem with China, visa, COVID strategy, zero COVID strategy of China, we extended our range to South Korea, for example, where we have South Korean universities now as partners, where we send students a little bit more frequent than formerly to Japan, for example, as well, and perhaps to Indonesia. What is the Indonesian word? Tunggu dan lihat? Wait and see? Wait and see?
Lihat dan tunggu dan lihat.
Tunggu dan lihat. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully we can send people to Indonesia as well. These are our 7 partner universities in China. And what is special to our students, it's the mixture of business skills, you could say hard skills, like finance, accounting, taxation, things like that, and soft skills, which is pretty much focused on international competency. And we want them to do a couple of presentations and improve their presentation and communication skills during their studies. It's a multilinguality which we have here at our faculty. The business language of the teachers here is not only German, it's German and English, so we switch between these two languages, and sometimes we even speak French or Spanish if colleagues can do so. It's the open-mindedness and we want them to work independently and as a team player, and we want them to develop a sense of responsibility and the capacity for teamwork. And that's the point where I won't talk anymore. It's Yasmin.
Hi everyone. Maybe real quick
Yes,
to summarize real quick. Yeah. Jadi Bapak Ibu dan adik-adik sekalian, yang barusan ini adalah presentasi mengenai HFU Business School oleh Dekan Business School. Kemudian yang perlu saya tekankan adalah yang pertama, universitas ini adalah universitas negeri ya Bapak Ibu. It's a state university. Ya, jadi bukan swasta tapi state university, state owned university. Kemudian kalau tadi mengenai kualitas, Bapak Ibu sudah bisa lihat constantly ada di 10 besar universitas terbaik di Jerman. Kemudian ada di regio yang sangat tenang, dekat sekali dengan Swiss, dekat sekali dengan Prancis, seperti kemarin kita mengalami ya, pindah dari Prancis ke sini itu sangat cepat. Ya, jadi itu kemudian sekarang kita akan langsung masuk kepada cerita sharing mengenai kehidupan real mahasiswa internasional yang ada di perantauan yang ada di sini. Ini ada Yasmin. Okay, Yasmin.
Yeah, nice to meet you all. My name's Jasmine.
Hello.
Hello. As you can see, I'm half, well, I can't see that, but I'm half French, half Algerian. As you can see, I'm also a Muslim. And I just wanted to add a little bit to Professor Schneider about the religion and safety part. It's absolutely safe here to practice your religion. I pray 5 times a day. I fast my month of Ramadan. I spend time with my friends. They're Germans, French, Algerians. So it's absolutely safe here, and you can talk about your values, your norms. You get to share that with your friends. I usually invite my friends over in Ramadan for Ramadan nights, and it's absolutely nice to spend time with them and to share everything that I do in my life. And they're also really happy to see that this is who I am for real. And so you don't have to be scared at all. And it's a right, so you can talk about your opinions, talk about what you stand for, as long as you don't harm anyone or say something. With your words or anything, you can talk about your opinions, but just pay attention. I think other people should also not talk about you badly. And that's also something that I want to say. If someone says something, I always say, life is too short to be sad about something that another person said. Just ignore it, move on, live your life, and start for the good. Okay.
Pause.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I hope I'm not too fast. If I'm too fast, just say it.
It's fine. Ya, jadi ini adalah Yasmin. What are you studying here?
I'm IBW.
IBW, International Business.
Yeah, it's where I have like a French focus. So I have that. What Professor Schneider said. I have German, French, and English.
Oke. Ya, jadi Jasmine adalah mahasiswa juga di sini. Dia juga Muslim. Tadi dia bercerita bahwa ya di sini kebebasan untuk menjalankan agama, termasuk dia juga sholat 5 kali sehari juga nggak ada masalah. Seperti juga tadi Profesor Schneider sampaikan bahwa di sini itu memang ada undang-undang yang menjamin kebebasan beragama, apapun agama kita.
Yeah. Okay. And also, just one short thing. There are also mosques, so if you want to pray there, that's also something good.
Yes, good. Di sini juga ada banyak masjid. Ya, mungkin ada yang sudah ketemu juga kemarin. Ya, jadi itu yang dia ingin sampaikan juga. Di bulan Ramadan juga dia melakukan itu dan mengundang teman-temannya juga.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you very much, Nurul. Yeah. So, I want to talk about what it's like to study at the HFU. And last year, I actually traveled to Sweden to write my thesis. And I also got to think about the last 3 semesters because this is actually my last semester here at the HFU. And I actually wrote an essay or a couple of thoughts down on the 15th of November in Gothenburg in Sweden. And I would love to read them to you so that you get to know what it's like to be a student and also what it's like to be a student at the HFU. I'll start now. I can hear the clock ticking. I can hear nothing in this room. Just the clock. Time. It just went by so fast. I wasn't even able to realize where I stand now. Where am I actually now? Who have I become? I know that my journey as an HFU student will end very soon. But am I ready to be not a student anymore? As a student, life can be a roller coaster of emotions. There are days when everything seems to be going right, and we feel like we can conquer the world. Then, there are days when it feels like everything is falling apart, and we can't seem to catch a break. It's a constant battle between feeling excited and anxious, happy and sad. Confident and doubtful. At times, being a student can feel like a never-ending cycle of stress and pressure. We have deadlines to meet, exams to study for, It's just never ending. Can be overwhelming, right? We may find ourselves staying up late into the night, sacrificing our sleep and social lives just to keep up with the workload. Yet, despite the stress, being a student can also be one of the most rewarding experiences of our lives.
That's true.
We have the opportunity to learn and grow, to explore new ideas and perspectives, and to connect with people who share our passion and interests. We get to discover who we are and what we want out of life. As students, we are constantly striving to improve ourselves, to become better versions of who we are today. We push ourselves to be more creative, more innovative, and more knowledgeable. We challenge ourselves to step outside of our comfort zones, to take risks, and to embrace failure as a necessary part of a learning process. Don't be scared of failure. It's absolutely fine. But perhaps the most emotional aspect of student life is a sense of community that comes with it. We form friendships and connections with people who are going through the same struggles as us. We share our experiences, our victories, and most importantly, our failures. And we lift each other up when we need it most. The bond that we form here as students is unique and powerful. And it's something that stays with us long after we graduate. What I really enjoyed about studying at the HFU University was that everything was quite familiar. You could get to know the professors, and they were able to get to know you and support you, no matter what. Especially when you come from far away, you need that familiarity, that feeling of feeling a little bit home, comfort, and secure. And I was indeed able to experience that here. Also working on projects with my group all together, everyone could contribute to their experience and knowledge of their cultural background, as I did, about my culture. I'm half French, half Algerian. I could share that with my friends, and I wasn't scared at all. I was able to be me. Here, I learned something valuable at the end of the day. And also because of a lot of group works, I was able to gain friends for life. Okay, leads me to the next part. So